The unseen driver behind migrant caravan, climate change. This is over at The Guardian. Let's see what this is all about. When violence and poverty have been cited as the reasons for the exodus, experts say the big picture is that changing climate is forcing farmers off their land. And it's likely to get worse. Interesting. Thousands of Central American migrants trudging through Mexico towards the U.S. have regularly been described as either fleeing gang violence or extreme poverty. But another crucial factor is driving this caravan, and that's climate change. Most members of the migrant caravans come from Guatemala, Honduras, and El Salvador, 3 countries devastated by violence, organized crime, and systemic corruption, the roots of which can be traced back to the region's Cold War conflicts. Experts say that alongside those factors, climate change in the region is exacerbating and sometimes causing a miasma of other problems, including crop failures and poverty. So basically, they can't farm the way they should be able to farm because of climate change. And this is one of the reasons why scientific experts say we are going to have some issues over allocation of resources in the coming future. That's why, I texted my friend. I text my friends that are in the science community, and I texted one of my best friends in the whole wide world yesterday, and I said to him, dude, is it really as bad as they're saying? Like, are we fucked in 10 years? Like, how bad is it? You're a scientist. And he told me, he's like, dude, are you pregnant? That was his first question. He was messing with me because we're buddies. He goes, are you pregnant? Are you worried? And I said, look, I had a scare, but it was just indigestion. I like the planet. I think it's a cool thing. I dig the planet. I'd like for us all to be spend a while on it. That's what I'd like to see. I think life's pretty groovy. I dig it. I want to have a long one. I really do. I want to see more of the world. I want to get married, which I'm on my way to doing that now. I'm engaged now. And, so I don't know if I'll ever have kids. I might not. I'm sort of on the fence about that. But I'd like to think that if I wanted to, I could do that, feeling like I'm bringing them into a good world that they'll be able to enjoy too. And he said, look, man, you'll be fine. Here's the deal. There's going to be a scarcity of resources. There's going to be... He said, don't invest in coastal property. But anyway, now you're seeing this firsthand. There are countries where people can't farm the way they're supposed to be able to farm, the way we've been able to farm for years and years and years and years because of climate change. It's real. It's happening. And I will say this, too, on that topic. Another thing my buddy said to me, he said, save seeds. And he's a very practical guy. He wasn't joking about it. He was joking about the pregnant comment. That was it. The rest of the thing, he was serious. He was like, look, he said, you're better off in foothills. You're better off not investing in coastal property. Our world as we know it will likely be unrecognizable in 50 years. He said that he predicts humanity will not end, but our world will be very different. Potentially for the better, depending on how we adapt, but it's a matter of perspective. He said the world is going to be reinvented. However, he doesn't think it'll be ruined, and that's, the optimist in him. This is all via text, by the way, because that's just, sign of a good friend, It really is. Sign of a good friend when you can just be like, hey, how fucked are we? You're in science. And they just answer you, And then at the end he said, congrats on the engagement. But, I have some cool friends where we'll just kind of... We'll kind of just be like, hey, how are you? Let's catch up for a minute. By the way, how do we fix the fucking world? Those are just the friends you migrate towards, right? But anyway, that's very interesting that that's going on. Thank you for sharing that, David. And, pretty much all the science reports out there, they're saying the good news is we can do something. The bad news is we're way fucking behind schedule. We had to start doing better things yesterday. And, looking at the contemporary climate, things aren't looking so good in regards to catching up. All right. Thank you for sharing that, David.
Get your news on with Ron. Don't you want to know what's going on? We're getting our news on today. Get your news on with Ron. Don't you want to know what's going on? We're getting our news on today. You can tweet me an article at Ron Placone. We'll go through it together